And I was thinking to myself, do I hate this motherfucker? No, I don't. I don't even really know you that much. I've never had a fucking problem with you. So I figured I would leave by giving you some life advice. See, you're a gamer, all right? I'm also a gamer. And the thing is life, everything you fucking do in life is a game. I've beat the game. I beat the game. I used some money glitches, but I beat the game at life. You, Phil, you're still on mission 1 and you can't get anywhere and you're rage quitting and you're starting over and restarting and restarting. I mean, a decade ago, you were on stream begging for $20 and $10 donations so you could pay your rent. It's a decade later, you're begging for $10 and $20 to pay your rent. You're restarting mission 1. You're trying to use the same tactic over and over again, and you're dying, and you're having to restart the level. If you want to win at this game of life, you're gonna have to fucking do something different. Now, I know it's an ongoing thing with people telling you to go get a real job, but you probably need to get a real fucking job. But there's a deeper reason on why you hate me. Me and you have been doing YouTube for about the same amount of time, or gaming entertainment, whatever you want to say, for the same amount of time, and I'm retiring, all right? I'm retiring with fuck you money. Never have to fucking work again. And you, having the same career, you know, doing the same thing, you know, online entertainment stuff, you're still begging for $10 donations and $20 donations to pay your electric bill, to pay your fucking rent, all right? I get it. I'd hate me too.
You're going to keep coming back. I'm going to seal up all my cracks. You're going to keep coming back. Why? Because you keep smelling the syrup.
What's blooming, y'all? How y'all doing today? It's your boy Shinko Fleur, and I am melting as we speak. Fucking dying. Straight up motherfucking dying. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you guys are staying safe and hydrated today. Right. How you doing? How you doing? That's some good Gatorade. All right, now that I'm refreshed, now that I have my frozen shirt on, and now I had to freeze my shirt. Straight up freezing it. You know, I'm freezing it well. All right, now we got this going on. We got everybody loaded up. I gotta fix these. I gotta fix this chat shit, because the chat, like your chat, like the chat, you guys look way too small on my screen. There you go. All right, let's see. Don't worry, we got a lot. Don't worry, I tell you, don't worry. We got so much. This isn't. We got a lot for you guys. Don't worry. There's that kind of cat. There's let me see, jiggle cat. My money don't jiggle cat. We got that right there. You know, my money don't jiggle. It folds. Some titty. It some shit like that. We got that. You know what I'm saying? We got that for the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Then we can switch it up. We can switch it up. We can switch it up here. All right, and then what we got? We got this one. This one's my personal favorite here. There we go. This was my personal favorite. We'll keep that one on because I like this one. All right. Let's keep that one. Let's keep that one. That one looks fun, right? Nice little, you know, little shimmy. Little shimmy right there. There you go. Everybody likes dancing cat, so I gotta get more dancing cat. Don't worry. There's way more. But today we're gonna keep it with She-Hulk cat, because she goes with today's podcast. There we go. She's looking good. All right, so before we get started, you already know how we do. We got to say what's up to everybody. Now to Carl, JG, Winnell, Mr. Good Boy Points, straight from 215, who cares? Punish Roddy Boom, what's good, baby? How we doing? Ziggy Piggy, Tyler Grimmy, Luna Guardian, Ice Yamamoto, PW Dubs, Tony, Kazumi Ishikawa. How we doing, baby? Miss Shark, how we doing, baby? Naoto Ronin, Subject 117M, Lawless X9, Jack the Tripper. How we doing? Bill Wilson, The Game Master, Twice Stand, Zeph, Samuel Lindbrand, or Librand. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Gold Leader Rex, how we doing? Velerin, how we doing? Dank Edits, how we doing, baby? Meth Bear, what's up? How we doing? Critical Error, I hope you're okay, baby. Ramen Brahmin, Handsome Gordon Flowers, what's up? Hey, what's up? Trip Fontaine. Hey, what's up? Botch, what's up, baby? Shadow, 6743. Cricket Dynamo, 720. Bill Wilson, Vib Ribbit. Conquer, Silent Weapons 3. What's up? I said who cares. I said like 3 times. I'm going to say it again. Who cares? Also, I see you want to be a mod. Okay, so for you to be a mod, There's 2 things you have to do, but I can't tell you those things because those things you have to do it on your own. I can't give you inspiration or incentive to do it. The one thing I can tell you can try to do is if you can make me laugh. If you can make me laugh in the chat, you don't have to send a super chat. Please do not send me a super chat just to get me to notice you. That's weird. If you can make me laugh in the chat, if you say something that makes me laugh in the chat, I'll mod you. Like you gotta make me literally like LMFAO. All right, Yuski Urameshi, what's up, baby? How we doing? How we doing, baby? Oh my God, it's so hot. Why is it so goddamn hot? In this room specifically, in this motherfucking room, it's hot. I'm not sexy enough to be streaming naked. Feel me? Hold on, let me take care. Give me 1 minute. The light, got the ice pack. Woo! All right, there we go. Sorry. Woo! Now you gotta make me you gotta make me laugh, Stephen Hawking. Or you gotta fit the other 2 criteria, which I keep secret. But today, before we get started, I want to say something real quick. Like, I don't know what the fuck was that fake ass crying he was doing, but Phil needs to stop fake crying because he doesn't know that we can see when he's loading up the tears. That shit was weird. Like, I'm watching him and I can see him do the little sniffle. I'm like, okay, he's gonna cry, and then all of a sudden, like, dude, it's fake. It's fake. Yeah, Solid Weapons at the last few minutes, like he ended the game and then he pretended like he was crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, yeah, fake crying. He was fake crying. Where the fuck? Here, as a matter of fact, let me see if I can load it up. Go. Okay, he was like fake crying. Shit. Yeah, it is. It is a shame, Punish Roddy Boomer. But my thing is, what I want to say, oh, it's taking forever. But just look at if you go to like DDM or Raw DSP, just check right before the game ends, like right before you see the cat leave. Then it goes to the credits. He loads up, and then like he just starts crying, like it's fake crying. Like you can see it's fake crying. Excalibur 2010, what's up, baby? How we doing? Viral Classic, Lewis Martins, how we doing? Slurms 19, what's up? Double A, what's up, baby? Like, what the fuck? Like, that fake crying shit is weird, bro. Amon Vance, what's up, baby? Like, how do you, like, it was just, like, my thing is, like, if he really felt that way, I wouldn't mock him for it. Like, if a game really gave him that emotion, I wouldn't mind. But it was like, you can see him load up. Like, you can see him, like, load up the like, you know, try to bring the pressure to his eyes so he can cry. Like, dude, that's so fucking fake. Like, it's fake and it's almost like fucking, it's almost malicious in my, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, it's just weird. It's not even, malicious, not even the word, it's just fucking weird for me. Stanty Plays, what's up, baby? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and listen to Phil while we look at She-Hulk work out them gains.
What's going on, everyone? Good morning. Welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. How's everyone today? Crazy to think that green screen intro was filmed 7 years ago.
Okay, who gives a shit? And, like, who cares? Like, what? Okay, it happened 7 years ago. And what? You haven't used it for shit. Okay? God damn. So, like, I hate when he does that shit. Can you believe I made that 7 years ago? Yes. And the fact that you had to bring it up shows you haven't been doing anything interesting with your life now, which is sad.
He got the dick all in his mouth. Look. Shaboing boing, get the dick out your mouth.
Yeah, that was filmed in 2015. I bought that green screen and set it up in my garage, and for one night, I sat there for a couple hours filming. And that green screen footage has been used many, many times over the years for various purposes. Let's put it that way. How How's everyone doing today? I hope you are doing well. It is the weekend. It is Saturday, the 23rd of July, 2022. Welcome to the show. Today is a lot different from yesterday. Yesterday was my day back from break, and I had a ridiculous amount of stuff to talk about. Today,
Stuff that you went on Twitter for.
is pretty much the opposite. Today, we don't have that much to talk about, although we have a couple quick topics to touch upon, including talking about my 200,000 subscriber anniversary, which will be coming up sometime this year at some point, you would hope. I guess we're going to see. I'll be honest, subscribers have dramatically slowed down, and we'll talk about that.
Well, no, Stephen Hawking, that's the thing that I don't like. Like, it's a play. Like, he's doing it as a play to, like, you know, to, like, make people feel sorry for him. He did the same shit with, he did the same shit in the John Rambo React. The John Rambo and Howard Reacts, when he was loading up the fake tears for, like, when he went to do talk about tea. He loaded up fake tears. He loaded up fake tears almost 2 hours prior. 2 hours prior. And then when he finally got to tea, that's when, you know, it's fucked up, man. I feel guilty. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, we know it's fake. We know it's fake. You don't talk about these people. You don't have these feelings. Okay? So when you try to act like you have these feelings, okay, you do that thing that you do with almost everything else in his life. He does what is a caricaturized version of how someone is supposed to act. You know what I'm saying?
There's good reason for it. Okay. But I would
Exactly,
like to do a special
Steven.
event to celebrate when it does eventually happen. I'd like to talk a little bit more about the whole PC discussion that we did the entire last week on the Level 1 podcast. You may be wondering whatever happened to that. In fact, a lot of people were asking about that yesterday, and I was like, we got too much to talk about on the Return podcast. So let's talk about it when we get a chance. Today we'll definitely have a chance to talk about that.
So let's talk
Let
about
you
it
know where
now.
we are with that.
Let's talk about it
Okay.
now.
And then really, there's not that much else to talk about outside of the schedule. So we're going to be doing some Q&A today. I'll actually open up the chat to some Q&A.
I'm letting you know right now. I'm not staying for that. I'm sorry. Unless you guys specifically tell me like he like there was some good gold dust out of it. I'm not sitting through that.
So that we can get some maybe discussion going and see what everyone wants to talk about today. Because I don't know. You know, I was looking at game news this morning. It's funny, again, on my day off, there's always a ton of game news. And then when I come back and I'm able to actively cover game news every day, there's no news.
Dude, can you talk about anything else? Can you talk about anything else? Can you talk about something that you saw outside? Oh wait, you don't go outside. Can you talk about, like, you know, a game that you've been playing offline? Oh, you don't play any game offline, then you can't talk about WWE Champions because it proves that you've been lying this whole time. Have you talked about something that you did with your wife? You know, oh yeah, you can't do that because, you know, your wife doesn't love you. Like, can you talk about something? Something. Can you talk about something like today? Today, I went outside and I almost died because it was hot. It was super, super hot. It was sweltering. I felt like I was swimming through heat. You know what I mean? Then when I got home, I almost like dropped dead because I was so hot. You know what I mean? I went to GameStop because I had to go get something. You know, I found out when I was supposed to pick up Splatoon 3 because I got a pre-order for it. And I spent the day I almost spent like 20 minutes at the register because the guy at the register who's ringing me up was talking about Mario Strikers and how they didn't include Daisy and they're finally including Daisy. So I spent like a good amount of time talking to this guy about, like, you know, how Daisy should have been in the game by default. You know what I'm saying? There's that. Then I come home. I came home. I relaxed for a bit. After I relaxed for a bit, you know, I'm sitting there making these new overlays. You know, these overlays are coming in great. You know, I'm working on some stuff for, you know, King Jad, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting that stuff together. That's good. I was watching an episode of The Simpsons, which was funny, which it opened up about...
I dribbled off at my it got all over my fucking leg. Let's continue.
Robert Zalo, thank you for the 199 super chat on Hot Shinko. Stay hydrated because the East Coast is hot.
It is. It very is. It's very hot. Thank you for reminding me to take a drink. You know, I was watching an episode of The Simpsons. Which was fucking hilarious. Yeah, so they had... Oh, wow. Great. Real, Samuel? Damn. That's crazy that they almost... I like GameStop. I like the employees there because they're gamers, you know what I'm saying? So I was watching an episode of The Simpsons. Nah, don't worry about it. It's all right, Robert. I was watching an episode of The Simpsons, and it was actually funny because the episode started off with crowdfunding. And it shows Homer, and Homer's asking what's crowdfunding, and they explain to what crowdfunding is. And legitimately, it's season 27, episode 6. Homer goes on like this crowdfunding website, and he goes, "Hi guys, I know that a lot of people are asking for like charity and stuff like that, but I'm not like that. All I'm asking is for a little bit for you guys to help me get off my feet." So then, everybody in Springfield gives him money, right? So then after he gets his money, he uploads a video and he goes, "Guys, I would like to thank all of you for your donations. I'd like to thank all of you for your support, and I'm going to show you what I was able to get with your help." So then they show Homer sitting in a power recliner, and the power recliner, the ones that get up and lift you up so you can stand up for old people. And then he looks at the camera and goes, "Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for helping me get back on my feet." I was dead. Dead. Absolutely dead. I don't know the name of the episode, but it's season 27, episode 6. Yeah. Well, I like my game. I like going to GameStop because you have employees that actually know their shit about games, and it's cool to talk to somebody that knows what they're talking about. I don't like going to big box stores because big box stores, you don't have nobody that has that passion. You know what I'm saying? That passion. You know what I'm saying? So wait, are you watching the episode right now? Is the one where Lisa has this best friend that's she's her father super rich or some shit? That's the episode in the beginning. It's right in the beginning, he does the crowdfunding bullshit. Oh shit. All right, so let's continue. I'm sorry.
Nothing going on. It's dead. Funny how that happens, right? So let's see what happens on the show today. Let's see where the show takes us, right?
Because they're weird, the Game Master, and that's why I don't have Disney Plus. That's the exact reason why I don't have Disney Plus.
I have a big update regarding the schedule. Yesterday, I came here on the Level 1 podcast, and I explained to everyone that I will be here for a 5-day streaming week.
Okay.
And then as soon as I finish that stream, I find out, actually, I'm going to be here for a 6-day streaming week. As you know, my schedule fluctuates. It really depends.
That's why I don't really do streaming services like that, because they fuck with
she was supposed
the original
to have a
shit.
day off this coming week, and then it got changed around. So now my day off for the
that episode, and they also edited out one of my favorite episodes for no fucking reason. That's the other reason why I hate Disney Plus. They ruined the Simpsons episode for me. One episode, and I was done.
Which of course means we have a little bit of extra time for stuff. Being that we have some extra time for stuff, I figured that since we're
I told you Zonk and Bonk.
Yesterday we finished up As Dusk Falls.
Hold on. So Zonk and Bonk he can testify that if you watch The Other Sister, that movie The Other Sister with Giovanni Ribisi, you will see Kat and Phil. Spitting image. Mwah. I guarantee it. Excalibur 2010, the episode that they cut out was it was a Simpsons episode where Bart and his friends, they joined the party posse. Remember when they had the party posse and it was Yvonne at Niach. And you see the part where they meet in sync. So when they meet in sync, there's a running joke that Justin Timberlake, he goes, "Word." And I don't know if some SJW got offended, thought it was cultural appropriation or some shit, but they cut out the whole joke but left the fucking punchline. Because it was all he said throughout the video was "word." Throughout the episode was "word, word, word." Every time they go, "It's in sync," and he's just "word." So then at the end of the episode, they go "It's in sync," and then Justin Timberlake goes, "No time for chit chat, Millhouse." So they cut out the whole word part, but then they left that last part in. It's it's not funny anymore. It's not fucking funny. Yeah. We need more signs, Smith's Balls and Reviews. What's up, baby? Old school, yeah. See, I remember that. Yes, bacon pancakes, and that's why I don't fuck with Disney Plus. That's why I don't fuck with these streaming services. Why would you especially that one? That episode, there was nothing wrong with that episode for you to edit it. I don't know why they do that shit.
Today we'll be finishing up Stray. Again, I don't know exactly how long the game is. Of course, the reports were completely wrong. People saying it's 4 hours long. It's not. They lied. I'm 6 hours in.
That's because you fucking stalled, DSP. The game is for, like, you have to understand something. You have to understand something.
Really?
No, shut up, Phil. These games are meant to be played. They're not meant to be streamed and turned into some kind of show for an audience. They're meant to be played like games and be enjoyed. If you want to turn it into, like, your own thing, that's fine. So when they tell you the game is this long, the game does this, the game does that, and you say no, that's because yo dumbass doesn't know how to play the fucking game.
Wasted time or died too much, and we still have a ton left, I think. We just arrived in a big city, right? So if we just arrived in the big city, how the hell are we going to be beating this game within like 10 minutes? I don't think it's happening.
If you stop fucking talking and play the game, that might help.
So, anyway, once Stray finishes, we've basically beaten the 2 new releases for the week, which were very short. So that means we can go back and focus on the games that we previously had been playing, Fable Anniversary and Final Fantasy VII.
Exactly, James, and I don't like that.
We can start up a new playthrough, which is, I'm excited because...
Yeah, Silent Weapons 3. Yeah, that was it.
Games for this summer Viewers' Choice
event.
And the game that came in third place, I've actually wanted to play for a few years, and now we'll have a chance to. It's Batman Arkham Asylum Remastered. I own the Remastered collection.
Yeah, he finished straight today, and he cried like a little bitch.
Years ago, before the PS5 even came out. And we had actually been playing through Batman Arkham City Remastered when, boom, the whole pre-order deal happened for PS5, and we were all able to order our PS5s in advance to get them. That was actually during an Arkham City stream. And that was about 2 years ago. So now here we are 2 years later, and we have opportunity to go back and explore the original game that...
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me load it up for you guys.
I'm curious to see how it runs on PS5.
I'm going to load it up.
A nice, smooth, buttery 60 frames per second, which would be really cool if that was the case.
Yeah, Battery. Yeah, I hate when you talk.
I've never played the Arkham games at anything but 30 frames.
Battery.
So to see it maybe in a higher frame rate would be really neat, but I don't know if it does. We'll have to see.
Phil, why do you care about... I just realized something. Why do you care about frame rate so much if you can't see for shit? Your eyes won't be able to enjoy that buttery smooth frame rate because you can't see shit. You can't see nothing. Nathan nada. Who the fuck? What the fuck, Phil? Who cares? Okay, Phil, just stop this shit. Stop this shit. Okay? Nobody gives a shit about buttery smooth 60 frames. You know what we care about? We care about a buttery smooth gameplay. That's it. Just you playing the game, no stalling, no fucking begging or nothing. Just play the game. Can you try that one time? One time. I want to know something. I wonder if anybody ever gave him a challenge. Like, yo, if you can go one fucking day, one stream without begging, one stream without begging, I'll give you the tips code. I wonder if somebody ever did that for him. I wonder.
Anyway, that's starting up this week as well. So we're going to have a good mix of stuff. And then, of course, there will actually be potentially another new game hitting the mix soon for night stream. So let's actually talk about that, shall we? Cool. So let's just jump right into the schedule, right? Let's get this out of the way.
Yes, get it out the fucking way.
We got a Fun Level 1 podcast followed by the conclusion of Stray. Now, as long as Stray stays on the same level that it has been at,
and how's that supposed to happen, Phil? It's been staying at the same. That's you. You are the one that sets the pace for the gameplay. You're the one playing the game. It is a walking sim. You don't have, like, there's no jumps, no surprises, no plot twist. It's a fucking walking sim. Just play the goddamn game.
This fucking idiot. Okay. Let's try this again.
Let's see. Who's the idiot? Who's the idiot that got banned? Let's see. Somebody got banned.
All right, let's get this out of the way.
Who got banned?
Today, we got a Fun Level 1 podcast followed by the conclusion of Stray. Now, as long as Stray stays on the same level that it has been at,
was that one like Level 1 Podcast Legends or some shit like that?
This fucking idiot. Okay. Let's try this again.
Stray. Bud Green.
An awesome game.
Okay, I saw that one. I thought
cool. If it stays at the level that it is at, okay, I'm going to say it's probably going to be a candidate for Game of the Year. Like, seriously, it will absolutely be a candidate for Game of the Year. It'll be a situation where...
And it will lose. It will lose.
Great visuals.
It will lose, and it will lose to Elden Ring. It will lose to Elden Ring. That's it.
Everything excellent, okay? Everything outstanding. And I'm really enjoying the game, even though it's on the shorter side. I think it's actually innovative and something completely different, okay? Hold on, because I want to get my air conditioner on here. Cool. Okay. So, yeah, I'm excited to see how it ends, because it's been one of the more original game experiences that I've ever felt, right? Like, for these last few years, I feel like every game that we play is a very stale experience. It's an annoying situation where so many games just follow the same archetype, the same cookie cutter situation, excuse me, where there's just nothing really original going on.
King Bean, what's up, baby?
Battle Royale game? Is it a generic military style first person shooter? Is it a JRPG? They all follow the same archetype. You can't really say that Stray is any of those. It's a unique hybrid game with...
No, it's not a unique hybrid. It's a fucking walking sim. You can't do anything. You go from place to place, you jump, and that's it. That's it. It's on the same level as fucking Life is Strange, as Dust Falls, the Telltale game. It's just a walking sim. It's not unique. If it was so fucking unique, everybody would be jumping down their throats playing this fucking game. It's a fun game. It looks good, but it's not no fucking Game of the Year, bro.
Great visuals. It's made by an indie studio, right? It's a really unique situation where absolutely positively I feel like this is one of the more original games I've played in the last many years. And I really enjoyed it from start to finish so far. I'm about 6 hours in. And like I said, today likely we're finishing it on a major stream. So I'm having a great time with it. I hope that you guys are having a great time with it. And
no, I haven't been watching you play.
Absolutely positively. I can't wait to play more. I'm just kind of sad that it's going to end. I almost wish that the game had a bigger budget and was a longer game. I actually feel like this could be a 20-hour game. I feel that way too. Like, they could have had so many different areas to the game with different environments, different challenges, and the like. Yeah, I absolutely would love to have more of it. It's just a shame that it's going to be short and sweet. But you know what? Maybe it's better that it's short and sweet. You ever think of that? Maybe it is better that it's short and sweet because, you know, we're in a situation where so many games have padding. So many games end up being overly lengthy. All right? And maybe this is a situation where it makes absolute sense to be short and sweet, right?
Like, he's just saying nothing. It's a whole bunch of nothing.
As good as the rest of the game, right? Let's hope.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, I want to know what goes through his head. Like, this is the part he has nothing to say. Absolutely. Like, I see. The thing is, it's like I feel like I went through this shit that Phil does right now, but I went through this shit as a child, as a fucking child. So to watch a 40-year-old man do this, it's really rough. It's really fucking rough. Like it's really fucking rough. Thanks, JG. Because it's just like you have nothing to say, bro. You have nothing to say, and there's nobody there actually intently listening to what you have to say. But then you feel the need to just keep talking. Like I know you don't like playing the game, but if that's the case, then cut the stream a little shorter. You don't really get tips like that throughout the pre-stream pot. Like, you really don't, except for your whales. So that I don't count that. So, dude, just play the fucking game, bro.
Good. And we're in a situation where it'll have a nice, solid ending. It'll feel like a unique package, right?
Like, what does that mean? Like, I'm sorry. The customer service in me, this shit just makes my, like, it's really annoying. Like, it's just like you're saying random shit. Like, it's a unique package. What is the unique package? Can you show me what is the unique package? What are the things that, if you put them together as an amalgam, it becomes something that is so great, so different that you just can't stop talking about it? What specifically, bro? Come on.
Seriously, compared to all the other games I've played this year, how many other games, honestly, have been like amazing, unique Game of the Year style experiences, or at least
Elden Ring,
best in class?
Elden Ring.
Probably what comes to mind for me?
Elden Ring.
Sifu. Elden Ring, and this. I can't even name another game off the top of my head.
Because you haven't played any other games. Because you're a fake-ass gamer. Because you're a fake-ass gamer. You haven't played any fucking games, bro. You haven't played anything. You've been playing Skyrim, retro bullshit, and Elden Ring. That's it. That's it. That is, you haven't played anything. We're already in August. You haven't played any of the new shit. Shit, you haven't even played any of the new shit from last year.
Game of the Year contender. And here we are in the end of July. You know, more than halfway through the year. And although you might argue that this year's backloaded, that there's a ton of new games coming out in the fall, you know, particularly God of War, Ragnarok, but I'm sure there's going to be at least a few others there that are going to be genuinely good experiences. I'm excited. I'm absolutely excited to finish it, but also, man, I hope there's better games this year. It's just been such a slow year. Right, we had that 2-3 months where it was crazy amount of new releases, but honestly, a lot of them were very underwhelming.
It didn't do it. It didn't do it.
Horizon Forbidden West, for everything that it was entertaining. It had great graphics, but it was padded, and it didn't have a lot of streamlined content, and it had a lot of shortcomings in the combat as well. So, yeah, it's
Live Alive, I can't forget that.
This year, in this particular situation, Stray is not. Okay, cool. 2 thumbs up. So, I'm excited to see how it ends today on the first stream. The late stream tonight, we're doing something completely different. All right? We are doing the Multiverses beta. For those who don't know, Multiverses
Hey, Swords, what's up, baby? Biz Gas, what's up, baby?
Fighting game / I guess you could consider it more of a melee combat game like Smash Brothers. Because you say fighting game, it kind of entails a one-on-one style combat. That's definitely really not how the game is designed. It's meant to be more like a I want to say party game, but it's not. You know, Smash is a party game, but at the same time,
fighting
it has
game.
competitive elements.
It's a fighting game.
Way.
It's a fighting game. Like,
I certainly don't want to downplay Smash Brothers.
You can't downplay it because people have tournaments for it. People have competitive tournaments for this shit. Okay, there's a competitive scene out there. There's a competitive player base. You do not know what the fuck you're talking about. Can we just cut this shit short and just get to the gameplay?
Ability to be a competitive game. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, I'm looking forward to checking this out tonight. The open beta for Multiverses is actually coming up on the 26th. Now today.
Nobody type it in the chat. You guys know what not to type in the chat.
Advanced access thanks to a viewer who said that they had an early code. And so I'm checking this out a few days early from when everyone else is going to be able to jump into it.
Yes.
Multiverses is a Warner Brothers
I want to see you get them cheeks clapped.
Every character that Warner Brothers basically has the rights to, including Steven Universe, Adventure Time, Scooby-Doo, the Looney Tunes, the DC Comics characters, etc., are all in this game. They actually just announced LeBron James from Space Jam and Rick and Morty will be in this game as well. They just announced this at San Diego.
What a fucking shill. Look at, like, you don't watch sports. You don't watch sports. You specifically ban people from watching, like, from talking about sports in your chat. So why are you so fucking hyped that LeBron James is there? Why? Why are you excited that someone who's going to make you involuntarily bite your fingernails is going to be in this game? What the fuck? Aqua, what's up, baby?
Comic-Con over the weekend. So this is pretty exciting.
I'm saying he bans people from talking about sports.
How will it translate into an actual game, whether it's fun, competitive, or both? I don't know. We're going to find out because I'm going to try it out tonight. It's going to be a night stream where I try out a different characters. You know, I think the game, I don't know how many characters the game has at launch here, like to start. But the way the game works is you can either play the game a bunch to earn in-game currency and unlock the other characters, or you can buy them. It's actually a free-to-play game. When this game is launched fully, it'll be completely free for everyone to play. So I wonder, I actually wonder how many are available for us to try out or whatever, and then how long it would take to unlock another character. So we're going to play it tonight and see what's up with that, all right?
You said that already.
We're going back in line with the old schedule. So we're getting back to Fable Anniversary finally on the first stream tomorrow. It's been on hiatus for a while.
Exactly, Bill Borowski.
Excuse me.
We're done. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's been on hiatus for about a week now. I haven't played it, and we were actually getting into a good part of it. We had kind of finally getting into new areas and new parts of it. We'll see what happens tomorrow on the mainstream. I hope people will come back for it because now I know I've been away for a week. Tomorrow night we're going to do some more multiverses. So I figure after 2 sessions of it, we'll get 4 hours. We'll get a good idea of what the game is, and if this is something that in the future when it fully releases, if this is something that I would want to keep playing, or if this is something that maybe it's for people who like Smash Brothers, but it's really not for me. I figure a couple streams should be enough to determine that. Now, if I play it tonight and I just really don't like it, or you guys don't like it, then we don't have to play it again tomorrow night. We could do something different. We have tons of things to do. We could jump back onto PlayStation Plus Premium. We could maybe go on Game Pass to see what's over there. We could start up a new retro playthrough. There's a lot of stuff. In fact, we're going to talk about what I'm going to do Monday night, and I could easily bump that to Sunday night, okay? So on Monday, we're going to continue on with Final Fantasy VII. Now, of course, as you guys know, this has been a playthrough I've absolutely loved. I've loved going back to this game after 20 freaking years.
Oh, okay. So before we get started, I would love to just derail the chat for just a second to plug... Phil, shut the fuck up. I'm talking here. I'm talking, Phil. Don't ever interrupt me when I'm talking, okay? You have your rules in your stream. I have mine on mine, okay? All right, you, Phil, you shut the rest of the chat, they can talk as much as they want. They're free to do so. But you specifically, when I tell you to shut the fuck up, okay? So, that being said, I would like to derail the stream for a quick minute. All right, Aqua, can I play one of your videos? I want to play the Final Fantasy. I want to play the racist stuff. Can I? Please. I want to play the. I want to show people. There's a specific. Excuse me. There is a specific scene that I want to play because I haven't been watching his gameplay. So when I saw this on your video, this shit had me shook. All right, so here we go. DSP hates it. Stationaries. Copy link address. All right, before we start. Hey, no sleep real vibes. I hope you're here. I hope you're here, guy. All right, no sleep real vibes. Chaw. All right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Awkward teal. Stationary. I don't even know if I spelled it right. All right. I think I started it a little bit late, but let's see. Hold on a minute. All right. So here, and then let me put on a window capture. Here. See if this works. There we go. Why is this like that? I gotta fix it. Hold on. Alt, and that should work. Thank you, Anne, for teaching me how to do this. All right, we don't really need to see his face. It's his voice that's the big thing. No, but this is the thing. Hold on. Let's go back. All right, guys, so I'm going to play the video. Just let me know if it's a little too loud or anything, okay? But the important thing is that I want you guys to just be able to hear. Let me put this down just a little bit. Let's put that, 480. Let's do 480. Let's do 360. 360. Okay. All right, so let's let this play for a bit.
LTG is a sexy man. $30, he'll turn on his webcam.
Best if we make this quick.
Okay.
All right, boys, prepare the slave trade. We're selling her right off for profits.
So that's not it.
Put the kid in the vehicle. Stay with her.
That's right, she's too valuable to escape. She's worth lots of money.
Now, hold on, let me turn this one on.
Cop.
Now, is someone please gonna tell me?
So hold on. This is one of them. This is one of the things. No, go back. No, I don't want that. Go back. Sorry. I pressed the wrong thing. God damn it. Let's see if this goes larger. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is perfect. Now, I want you to see something here, guys.
What this is about. Jay?
Well, you see, we just renewed our subscription to the big black men's magazine.
Now, I don't know if you
and
can
we
see
were
it.
fighting over who's going to get access to the first issue first.
Okay, so you see here, right? You see where he talks about the big buff black dude magazine, right? Okay, do you notice that there's no black people in this scene? Right? There's no black people in this scene. Now, watch. I don't know if you can see it. Here, let me bump it up to 480 at least. Let me bump it at least to 480. Come on. 480 should look a little better. Okay. Now watch what he does after he brings up the black dude.
Tell the truth.
Biting his nails. There's no black person there. There's no black person there. But he brings up a black person. He's the one that brings up a black person. And then he bites his nails. Why is he biting his nails? There's no black people there. He's the one that brought up the black person. Let's continue because this isn't it.
And then it got ugly.
When are you all gonna learn to grow up?
Wait a sec, big time soldier. A promise is a promise. Here. Huh. Receive Barrett's stash of 1,500 gil and a bunch of discount coupons for Church's Chicken. What? Incredibly racist. It was combined with a copy of Afro Samurai on the Xbox 360. Now that's an old reference for you guys. That went over people's heads. What, the Church's Chicken reference? That's from my unboxing of Afro Samurai over a decade ago. So it's like Afro Samurai. So it's an African American samurai. Obviously already it's kind of a silly premise. And you open the...
Before we even get to... So I'm going to stop right there. Let me unpack that for you, ladies and gentlemen. So he goes ahead and does the voice for Barrett, right? Brings up Church's Chicken, right? And then the reason why he brought that up, his own words, was because he was making a reference to another racist joke that he made in the past. You know, like he said he wasn't going to do anymore. And then when he's trying to explain the racist joke that he made in the past, he goes ahead and says something so fucking ignorant about, you know, an African-American samurai. Like, it's a weird there were Africans, like there were Africans that have traveled to other parts of the world, DSP. Like, why would that be such a weird fucking premise? Like, why is it such a weird premise that racists aren't doing what they're supposed to be fucking doing? Why does that bother you? Why does that bother you so much? Like, it really bothers you when people aren't, like it bothers you that people mix. It bothers you that people are together. And it's like, it really bothers you, bro. It really does. Like yesterday with the fucking Dragon Ball Breaker shit. You were really upset that there were humans on planet Namek. Like, that's not normal. That's really bigoted. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. That is some bigoted shit. You need help for that. You really do. You need help with that shit. Because it's not funny. Like, it's not. Like, you're sitting there, oh, man, it's a joke back in the day. Like, it's not funny. Like, if I can't make fun of you and your appearance, what makes you think you can make fun of other people and their cultures? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to sit there and make those jokes, you shouldn't be mad when people like us make jokes about you. Like, it's crazy. And it's crazy because the thing is, he's saying, like, it's okay. So if that's the case, if that's the fucking case, if you can go ahead and make those jokes, why can't we make the jokes that we make? Why can't we make the jokes that we make? Why can't we make fun of you? Why can't we make fun of your wife? Why can't we make fun of your lifestyle? You go overboard.
Saying it through for the first time with a live audience. It's been excellent. It's been very exciting. okay? So, yes, I am very 2 thumbs up excited, and I hope that you guys are too. And yeah, let's continue it on. Let's get it back into the regular schedule, because I've had so much fun. As I've told you guys, as long as Final Fantasy VII is getting people showing up, engaging with the content, supporting it, I would keep it as a mainstream. It didn't get played for a week because we had new releases, but now it's going to be coming back into the fold this Monday, okay? So Monday night, we're going to be checking out a little old game called Fighter's History. For those who don't know, this is a fighting game from the 1990s from a company called Data East that was basically ripping off Street Fighter so badly that Capcom, the maker of Street Fighter, sued them, claiming that they were actually copying them and infringing on all their trademarks and everything. I'm pretty sure they lost the case. But anyway, the game is ridiculous. The game is way over the top, crazy stereotypes, ridiculous voice acting and combat. It's a really funny game. So I want to try it out on Monday. It was just added to Switch Online, okay? So I'm excited to do that with you guys because I think it's going to be a good laugh, okay? And then on Tuesday, we're going to start up Batman Arkham Asylum Remastered. So now we're going to have 3 major games that I'm kind of alternating. Fable, Final Fantasy VII, and Batman. Those will all be alternated along with Capcom Fighting Collection on nights. And then what I'd like to do is find one more kind of throwback old school or maybe Game Pass PlayStation Plus playthrough that we can have as night streams, and then we can alternate between everything for the next few weeks until new releases start hitting sometime in August, okay? So we shall talk about that soon as we get closer to it. Now also, exactly 1 week from today, ladies and gentlemen, it is my special event.
Snowdogan, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Big up Shinko, Aqua, awesome. And all the other detractors out there, brothers. Snort. Thank you, honey. Thank
I don't know what's
you,
in
honey.
it. You tell me. You don't know. I don't know either. Stuff's been in there for over 8 years. We're going to go through there in this marathon event, see what's in there, see what's of use to me on my streams and in my content, see what's literally no use to anyone and throw it out, and then take some stuff that maybe I could trade in for value or whatever and see if I can make use of it that way. But shit has been sitting in there for so long. Collectibles, equipment. I'm curious to see what's still in there and, you know, what we can utilize.
Whoa.
And by the way, lots of things in there will have a story. It's actually funny because every single...
Whoa. What was that, homie? Can we repeat that?
DSP's closet. I don't know what's in it. You tell me. You don't know. I don't know either. Stuff's been in there for over 8 years. We're going to go through there in this marathon event, see what's in there, see what's of use to me on my streams and in my content, see what's literally no use to anyone and throw it out, and then take some stuff that maybe I could trade in for value or whatever and see if I can make use of it that way. But shit has been sitting in there for so long. Collectibles, equipment.
Collectibles, equipment, stuff that you say that you don't have.
Curious to see what's still in there and, you know, what we can utilize. And by the way, lots of things in there will have a story. It's actually funny because every single time someone says, well, I don't think this event will be very good, I open the closet, I pull something random out, and I tell you a story behind it, and they're like, oh, that was actually pretty interesting. And I'm like, yeah, and there's like 100 things in there like that. I don't want to, I've been doing a preview of it, but now that we're only a week to the event, I don't want to keep doing that.
Yes.
Obviously, I don't want to.
Yes, Valoran. We might see that he might have lied on his bankruptcy with this closet stream. Even if he does a pre-clean, I think he's going to slip up.
Everything in there. All right. So, yes, I'm excited for that. That is 1 week from today, of course.
Can't wait.
There will also be some fun stuff in regards to a live Feasting with the King and other festivities. So I hope you will join me 1 week from today for the marathon. Chill, and it's a chill event. What I mean by that is there's absolutely no pressure whatsoever at all to do anything. We could just relax, and then every once in a while I go in the closet. Or I could just constantly be pulling stuff out of there. I don't know. By the way, outside of the closet, I have a ottoman over here full of joysticks and other equipment, and I have 2 or 3 bins on the other side of the office over there, too, to go through. So technically, it's the closet plus the ottoman.
So, okay, so you have, no wonder your fucking house is so filthy. Throw the shit out. You have joysticks that you do not use Sell the shit. You have equipment you do not use. Sell it. I hope we go. You know what, bro? I hope. And guess what? This is gonna be a stream. I'm not restreaming it. Even if I don't restream it, even if I don't get to restream, I'm recording the whole shit. Cause I guarantee, motherfuckers are gonna cross-reference some shit, and we're gonna find out that you lied on your bankruptcy. It's
plus the bins. It's kind of like an office clean out event, but most of it's in the closet, so that's why we're kind of calling it that. Okay. All right. And no, I'm not selling items in the closet. And if you ask that again, I'm just going to fucking remove you from the chat because I've only explained 10 times in the last week. There's no way I could sell anything. People would troll the shit out of me online.
Yes, you can fucking go and sell it in person, you fucking dumb fuck. You dumbass. You fucking dumb. Like, I'm glitching right now. I'm literally glitching right now. You just fucking people that just don't want to fucking do shit. So you're going to sit there, go through all this shit, and just throw it the fuck out. And throw it out on, and miss out on potential on thousands. I guarantee you, thousands of dollars. Because that's what I'm going to go through this fucking shit. I'm going to go through this entire fucking stream of yours. Right? And I'm going to categorize each and everything you pull out. I'm going to look for the MSRP at the time that this shit came out. And I'm going to find out how much money you fucking wasted. Excuse my language. Excuse me bumping into this shit. You fucking dumbass, bro. Exactly. He could go ahead and sell his shit wherever the fuck he wants anonymously. Okay? Like DSP, let's use your own advice when you're trying to teach your dent heads to get burner accounts on PayPal. Okay? Make up an account that doesn't have your information on it. Have separate information and sell the shit. Fucking dude.
Okay. Thanks. Okay, so that's next week. All right. Outside of that, the only other thing that I have to talk about before we get to some other discussions, I have one discussion I want to talk about, and then I have the PC discussion, and we can move on to Q&A, is the members goal. We already hit the tier 1 members goal, which is this event for next week.
There's no fucking way he's going to do Q&A.
Tier 2 was 585 members, but as you can see, we lost like 40 members since the goal was set in place. Realistically, with about a week left in the month, do I think we're going to hit 585 members? No, not unless we get a few people who come in here are very generous and start gifting memberships. Okay? So let's see what happens in regards to gifting memberships. Okay? And if you're not a member and you're considering joining, please do. If we hit 585 members by the end of the month by some miracle, we're going to lock into the next React event, where I'll be doing a marathon stream of reacting to some kind of content, whether it's the original This Is How You Don't Play video from over 10 years ago, or it could be a new documentary about something on the internet, another content creator or whatever, from someone such as Frederick Knudsen and his Down the Rabbit Hole series, or one of the documentaries from June the King. But we'll talk about that if and when we hit the members goal. There's really no reason to jump the gun on that when we haven't done it yet. Okay? Some other ideas, we actually have been talking about a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pizza party on August 30th. The TMNT Cowabunga collection releases. I talked about this in detail yesterday, and I'm excited to maybe play that.
Viking Gaming, it actually is against TOS. Like you can while
I'm playing the various different Ninja Turtles games.
You can go ahead and basically you can promote your membership stuff, but outright telling people to give you money, that's a no-no on YouTube. Outright telling people to give you money is a no-no on YouTube. So that's something that is against the rules. So like even LTG, when LTG, like he wouldn't have a members only chat. He would have an open chat. But then he'd be like, yo, like if you want to talk to me, go green. Like that was against TOS. Like he wouldn't set the membership shit. He wouldn't set the membership shit. He would just tell people like, yo, go green. Like you're not talking to me, go green. I'm banning you because you're not green. Like that was against TOS.
That could be pretty fun. And then I will give some credit this morning to Kagome, because Kagome actually come in with an idea. Sorry, something with my tooth.
Your tooth is fucked up.
Annoying. Kagome came up with an idea this morning. They said, so Phil, you're getting close to 200,000 subscribers on DSP Gaming. And let's be honest here. I probably should have hit 200,000 subs 10 years ago, but because of the kind of content creator, the prolific nature of my uploads, the way that they were, most people who liked my content 10 years ago never subscribed. I used to get 10 million views a month. Now I barely can reach like 750,000. But I used to have 10 million views a month, yet I never had 200,000 subs. Think about how crazy that is. People didn't like the way that YouTube ran and the fact that it spammed their inboxes. So people never really subscribed to the channel. They would just watch the content on it like crazy. So I stagnated at about 180,000 subscribers, and then it froze. In the last year, since I became a full-time dedicated YouTuber again, I rose by a ton of subs. We were at 180,000 something. Now we're at 199 and climbing.
Oh, let me see that website.
It's slow growth, but it's growth. Likely by the end of this year, especially with all the new releases that'll be coming out in the fall, I'm probably going to hit 200,000 subscribers. So Kagome came up with a good idea and said, why don't you do like a special anniversary celebration event?
But what anniversary?
Milestone celebration
yes.
event. Where you go back and you play some of the original games that you actually played.
No!
DSP,
oh my God. Yo, Kagome, I hope you catch gonorrhea in your asshole, you fucking dent. Like, why would you, yo, oh my, I just hope you piss sriracha, you fucking cunt. Damn, why would you subject that man to that shit? Why would you subject that man to that shit, you piece of fucking garbage? You dumbass. You fucking dumbass. Yes, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do something different and unique by doing the same fucking shit I've been doing every single fucking day since I've been fucking streaming. Let's play this game that I played when I first streamed. Let's play this game that came out when I first moved to Washington. Let's play this game when fucking Leanna finally said, yeah, I'll date you even though you're older than me. Like, what the fuck? Play something new. Do something actually innovative. Holy shit, man. Nobody cares about this shit anymore. You don't even have the passion to play these games anymore. So what you gonna do? Just fucking menu stall through old-ass fucking games? And then you wonder why you don't get no fucking support? You wonder why you don't get no engagement? This is boring, bro. This is boring. Nobody wants to see you play this shit that you played back in the fucking day. Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. Can we get, can we move on? Like, let's just move on from the midlife crisis arc and just go right into the dementia arc. Let's just time skip, please. Time skip. Because this shit it's fucking annoying. Fucking annoying.
I used to upload to when I first started. And I was thinking back, I was like, wow, well, let's think about my earliest game. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 1, where I only did one video on it. Mercenaries 2, where I only did highlights, but the game is so broken, it's hilariously bad. Also, what was the other? Oh, Fable 2 was actually one of my earliest playthroughs. And what I could do is obviously go back and actually see what were the earliest playthroughs I ever did. And
he's going to do this instead of playing games that are coming out. New hot games that would bring asses to the seats. No, fuck that. Let's go back in the day to, my archive of bullshit and replay fucking games that I played back in the day. That's it. That's it. That's all we're doing. We're just rehashing old fucking games over and over and over and over and over. Because, I'm not really the king of retro. So, I just got to go back and act like I'm the king of retro. For fuck's sake, man. And it's like, it's not even entertaining. That's the thing. It's not even entertaining. Okay? Phil, I've literally sat through Neopet streams, bro. They're not boring. I'm just saying. Someone can take Neopets and make it entertaining. Okay? They can take Neopets and make it something enjoyable that I can sit and watch. All right? You, sir, can't do that. You can't make anything enjoyable. Everything you touch turns to shit. Hey, don't knock Neopets. I like Neopets. But I couldn't just the games just weren't for me. But I can watch somebody play the fucking games. I can watch somebody else play and be like, and have fun and sit there and be like, I like watching this. This is entertaining for me. Fuck.
Could do like an interesting
exactly,
event where I go back and for the first time in like almost 15 years re-explore some of those games definitely more fully and with an interactive audience. That could be a fun like celebratory event.
Yes, Monster Rancher for the PS1 where you had to load the CDs and you got the monster from the random CDs you loaded.
It's just an archive.
I played that with PlayStation. I haven't played it afterwards.
Ever false copyright strikes. People impersonated Ubisoft, and that was the Steve Jones debacle, and they basically got the channel temporarily suspended, and I was like, well, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to make a new channel then and start from scratch and start fresh. So I that's since 2010, I've been on DSP Gaming, and darksydephil just became an archive, so it's like 3 years of content that just sits there as an archive and hasn't changed. So there you go. All right, so...
Oh, Steven, I thought you just put the bag over her head and just leave it there until she stops moving.
One thing I want to address very quickly, publicly. I feel like I should do this publicly, even though 9 times out of 10, when I hear rumblings from the trolls and assholes, I ignore it. Okay?
What are we talking about?
In this case, because idiots think they know something, which they don't,
I know everything.
Address something, because some troll just said it in my chat, and I'm like...
Yes, please publicly address it, please.
Well, if the trolls are going to come to my chat and start spamming nonsense, I might as well address it briefly.
Okay, do that.
A couple weeks ago, I rebranded my pre-stream podcast as the Level 1 Podcast.
Yes.
This is a show where every day I talk about gaming topics. I talk about
myself
myself and my streams.
Nobody cares.
And the like. Okay?
No, incorrectly.
Show. You guys know that. I've been doing this for a couple of weeks. Okay?
It's the same shit.
Well, the trolls decided to reach out to try to find if anyone else on the internet ever did anything called The Level 1 Show or Level 1 Podcast or just Level 1 Podcast. And apparently they reached out and found someone who at one point had a podcast called Level 1 Podcast.
Nobody reached out. I'll say this right now. I'm going to say this right now. I will say this. I will admit this. Okay? I'm going to admit this on stream. Okay? There are times that I do reach out to people about DSP. I'm not going to fucking lie. Okay? There's times where I look for people and I see, like, hey, do you see this, and that? And they look into it. Some people look into it and, they're like, oh, that's fucked up. Some people ignore me. Okay? I'll say right off the bat, if there was a person that did it, it wasn't me. And the rest of the fucking detractors don't really have time to be doing shit like that. Okay? See, like me, I'm a mentally ill shithead. I could do that. I'll admit that. But the rest of the guys don't have time to do that shit. So, no, nobody went and reached out to the Level 1 Podcast and told them about this shit. Okay?
The show has been defunct since 2020, so it's been over 2 years. There hasn't been a new episode of the show. The show dealt with tabletop gaming and RPG-style gaming. It has nothing to do with video games whatsoever. It has nothing to do with online content
Doesn't matter.
creation.
Doesn't matter.
Nothing like that.
Doesn't matter. My man, I've seen Chase Bank literally sue a small town, because they had a logo on their town that was an octagon that had like little slits on it, looked nothing like the Chase logo, but they fucking sued the town and took off the fucking logo. Okay? It doesn't matter.
However, and it's called Level 1 Podcast, not the Level 1 Podcast. It's a different name. Okay? Somehow, from what they're basically saying, okay, is they have tried to convince this person that I am infringing on something.
No, you are infringing. You're infringing on a trademark. On a trademark, okay? Like, I don't really know the specifics, but a trademark is something that sets you, your company, whatever entity, aside from other people. Okay? Okay, so The Rock has a trademark. It's his eyebrow. That's his trademark. I don't know if he has it, he has like legal things on it, but that it is what it is. Dikembe Mutombo, I think it was Dikembe Mutombo, he had a trademark. It was the no finger waggle. On the court, if you was playing NBA on the court, you could not do that finger waggle. You couldn't do that finger waggle. Okay? You couldn't do it. That was his trademark. You would get sued if he did that. Okay? Michael, thank you, Loki Doki. Michael Buffer, Bruce Buffer, both of those guys. Let's get ready to rumble, or it's time. Both of those are their trademarks. There's no convincing you're doing it. They were doing this shit before you. You decided to do this because you got butthurt that you got exposed for being a failure by your peer. So you went ahead and did no fucking research whatsoever and rebranded into something that was already fucking taken. Exactly. Trump had you fired. Exactly.
Now, it doesn't make sense, because what would I exactly be infringing on?
The level one. Level one. That's it.
Let's think about this, how the law works, okay? Copyright. Has anything in the Level 1 Podcast, since I started doing it 2-3 weeks ago, infringed on anyone's copyright?
Yes! the name level 1, you fucking secondhand cocksucker.
No, I don't use any copywritten content in my show. It's 100% original content on this show.
That's crazy, Julio.
Right? All of it. And even the intro is, a fan created that, contacted me. I have written permission to use that introduction. Everything on this show is, fine for either fair use.
No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. Because if if Shady Aftermath decides to go ahead and find your fucking intro via Content ID on your fucking streams, they will cut it. They will fucking go ahead and strike you. They will claim your shit. They will claim your entire fucking shit. Okay? If any one of these game companies decide to, put a crackdown on what they have a copyright on their trademarks, you would be fucked. You can get sued still, DSP. You will still get sued. And again, this little thing that you do, because you're in your little fucking hug box, is not going to help you. You cannot just sit there and be like, I'm not doing, like, it's crazy, because this is the type of dude that you literally have to punch in the fucking face in order for him to, like, understand that he's doing something wrong. And this is why people don't fucking like you, bro. This is why people keep fucking with you. And this is why people keep coming after you. Because you do not know how to act right unless somebody is fucking with you and they put you in a corner and they confront you. You know what I'm saying? Rodrigo Rodriguez, DSP Gaming. Can I rebrand as KO Gaming or DSP Tries It, seeing as those are also defunct? You know what? You know what? I think I'm going to have to rebrand again, man. I think I'm going to have to rebrand again. I think I am going to have to rebrand. Starting tomorrow, I'm sorry, the Glaze State, the Glaze State is done. The Glaze State is over. It was only 2 days. I got to make a new intro. I got to do all this shit over. So starting tomorrow, we are calling this little restream or whatever the fuck. This is going to be DSP Tries It. It's going to be DSP Tries It. That's it. It's my shit now. Mine. DSP Tries It is mine now. Done. No more. No more. So you know what? Let's make it fucking official, shall we? Let's make it fucking official. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, let's fucking do it. Let's make it official on Twitter. Let's make it official on YouTube. Let's make it official on YouTube, baby. Here we go. I'm gonna pull a DSP right now. All right? That's original though, Silent Weapons. That's an original thing. Like you're not copywriting anything. Cuz my name is Shinko Fleur. But I tell people, like, you got to call me Shinko Fleur because you can't just call me Shinko because Shinko Tires might try to, do something to my ass. So that's why I call myself Shinko Fleur. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't call myself Shinko. Because sometimes Shinko Tires, they're a little iffy with that. So I call myself Shinko Fleur. That's it. Nah, Dragon Slayer. We doing it the way DSP said. DSP says he's not infringing on anything. So I'm gonna let him finish talking. Go ahead.
Or is my own original content. Okay? This has absolutely nothing to do with anyone else's show or anyone else's content. The only way that copyright could come into play is if I was literally taking someone else's show and re-uploading it or watching it, for example, React content. I'm reacting to their show without their permission. I'm rebroadcasting their own content. Then copyright comes into play. It doesn't come into play until you're doing that. I'm not doing that. So copyright absolutely positively has nothing to do with any kind of a situation regarding this podcast. It's an original work. It has nothing to do with anything else. Fair use would be either in effect or it's my own original content.
Okay.
You can't even say anything about copyright at all. Okay? Well, what about trademark? What if someone at one point had trademarked the phrase Level 1 podcast? Okay? All right, fair enough. Well, let's look into that. How does trademark work in the United States? Are you aware?
Sorry. Oh, let me go back. I blacked out.
You can't even say anything about copyright at all. Okay? Well, what about trademark? What if someone at one point had trademarked the phrase level 1 podcast? Okay? All right. Fair enough. Well, let's look into that. How does trademark work in the United States? Are you aware? I'll tell you. I know exactly how it works because I've been involved in this legally before. When you go to trademark something, okay, you have to file for it with the Trademark Office of the United States. It's very expensive and it's an arduous process. It takes months and months and months, sometimes a year, to get anything even filed with the Trademark Office.
According to this website, I can get a secure trademark for like $49, and I don't know. Maybe let me see. Trademark, United States Postal Trademark, Patent and Trademark Basics. Do I need to trademark fee information? Let's see. $250 per class of goods or services. Let me see. 300 goods or services. Damn. Am I that petty that I'll go ahead and pay to trademark something of DSP's that he hasn't trademarked yet? Would Shinko be so petty? Would Shinko be so petty to actually trademark something that DSP uses and actually claim it as my own? Oh, you know what? Let me put that in my pocket. I'll save that. You know what? So go ahead, DSP. Keep talking, because you're saying stuff that I like. Go ahead.
Okay. When you do this, the Trademark Office specifically will ask you, what are you trademarking? What is the content that you're putting out, and what are you looking to trademark? So I'll give you an example. Let's say I had something called The Blue Show. The Blue Show, like that's the name of the show. It's a color or whatever, okay? And the name of the show is The Blue Show, okay? The first thing the Trademark Office asks is, what is The Blue Show? All right, well, it's an online podcast. Okay, what is the subject matter of your podcast? They want to know that. It's not just you make the show. It's what is the show about? You have to tell them that. Okay, now what are you trademarking? Are you trademarking the show with that name? All over my fucking leg. Let's continue.
Sir, Mr. Professor, thank you for the 49 super chat, hun. I'll pitch in for a trademark, LOL. Let's not get hasty. I got to do my due diligence, and I got to see what I can do, and we'll work on it from there. But, just let you know, something might be in the works. Don't jump. Don't quote me on it just yet. I'm just gonna do some little looky here and there. Okay.
Or are you trademarking something further? Because the way the Trademark Office works, it's so complicated. You have to trademark every single version of what you're trying to trademark for every medium. So let's say you have a show you call The Blue Show and you put it out every day and it's a podcast. Well, you have to categorize the show. If it's about politics and it's a news talk show about politics, you have to call it that. That's what you're trademarking.
Exactly.
If someone else makes a show called The Blue
No,
Show,
it's not.
And it has absolutely nothing to do with politics, or it's not a news talk show, that's considered different via the Trademark Office. I know that sounds stupid, but it is. Basically, they completely categorize everything based on subject matter. All right? So there you go. Now, I'll give you another example. Let's say, for example, you were making a show called The Blue Show. So you want to trademark just the show. You can do that. But now let's say you want to make merchandise. I want to make a t-shirt that says The Blue Show and it has a logo and everything. That's a separate trademark. Yes, that's a separate trademark, because you could make a show called The Blue Show, but unless you make the separate trademark for the merch, someone else could make merch that says The Blue Show on it that could even be about your show, but there's nothing you can do about it unless you trademark it yourself. This is all true, okay? The Trademark Office is so ridiculous, okay, that they force you to do this, okay? I know, I've been through it. Many years ago, I dealt with this kind of shit, okay? So, the thing here is, these trolls are so desperate to try to do anything to hurt me, all right? that they will go out of their way to make up slander, to make up defamatory statements, to try to get people involved in drama. They think that this is some kind of
No. That's not a DSP.
drama. It's not. It's ludicrously stupid. No one has ever on the internet made a show called The Level 1 Podcast.
It doesn't fucking matter. The fact that you're using level 1 is all that they need. That's it. Okay, on top of that, it's not even level 1. It's the level 1 podcast because I think that's what it's called.
Dealing with gaming, video games in general, and a content creator named darksydephil, which is the content of this show.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Copyright?
Yes, you're infringing on the copyright level 1. Again, that's the thing that separates them from other brands. You dummy. And the is not it's not a separator. Like it's not a unique identifier. I hope they sue him.
Not infringing anyone's trademark at all. If there was another show called Level 1 Podcast that dealt with tabletop gaming and RPGs or whatever,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Remember when the World Wrestling Federation had to change their name? That changed their name because the acronym WWF was already used by the World Wildlife Fund. Okay? They're two separate things. Two separate fucking things. They have two separate purposes, but one had to rebrand because the acronym was too similar. Shout out to the Apple. Fucking dumbass.
That literally has nothing to do with this show.
Oh, he does,
Nor
Snoop?
would it even be affiliated. You have no legal leg to stand on at all. Anyone who would be involved in anything like this, say, oh, Phil's infringing on it, you are basically involving yourself in frivolous activity. Now, the funny part about all of this is, here's the funny part about it. Some people would say, oh, well, let's do it anyway. Let's get involved. Any lawyer out there, let me just to clarify here. Any lawyer out there will take your money.
Big up 672.
Okay? Lawyers like money.
Yes.
And they would love to take your money.
Yes.
If you are stupid.
Yes.
Okay? They will.
Yes, they will take your money, but if you're somebody that has a precise case and you have all your evidence in order, you have everything checked. You have all, you've dotted all your I's and crossed your T's. It's an open and shut case, bro. And especially someone like you. And then on top of that, let's say if you got sued and someone, their lawyer has everything in check. I know you don't. I know if you was to ever go to court, DSP, you would be dealing, I think Amber Heard's lawyers would have a less of a hard time than your lawyers will. Because you won't be telling your lawyers everything. You won't be telling your lawyers the entire truth. Okay? Now, on top of that, one thing that lawyers like to do is they like to spin a narrative. Now, let's say a person who has a history, let me repeat this again, a history of leeching off everything throughout his entire career, everything, somehow has a trademark somehow has legal standing using somebody else's trademark. That's not going to look good, DSP. That's not, because if you notice, you've never had an original idea in your life. You have a history, a pattern of leeching off of other people, leeching off of other things, and not having any original ideas of your own. Now, imagine all this boils up to you infringing on somebody else's copyright. That's stupid.
Take your money. And they will say, oh, yeah, we'll see if you have a case and we'll do this and do that. They will absolutely positively do that.
And Snood says, I think he went to a lawyer to try to sue someone over the bank leaks, and the lawyer told him he can't and billed him. I agree with that. But you know what I think? I'll take it one step further. I bet you he just walked up to that lawyer, showed him something with Kiwi Farms, and was like, oh, these guys stole my identity. I'm going to sue them. Can I sue them? And the guy probably was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what? Like, can you prove it? Can you do this? And he probably didn't do any of that. They don't do any, like I said, in order for you to, this is one thing that people don't understand. lawyers cost money because of time. Okay, they have to peruse through fucking documents and evidence and shit. Okay, so in order to make a lawsuit as seamless as possible, you have to give your lawyer everything you need to prove your point, to prove your case. Everything that has to do with that case, you give it to your lawyer. Your lawyer goes through with it, and then they find out if they have a case or not. That's how it works, okay? So I'm pretty sure DSP went to a lawyer and be like, yo, these trolls try to get me. Okay, so when did this happen? How did these people get your information? How is it that they're able to look? I'm pretty sure DSP is not talking to these people like that. I'm pretty sure about that.
And then tell you have no case. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely ridiculously stupid that anyone would think that there's any kind of a case against this when I already looked into it. By copyright means there's not even a close resemblance of anything. I'm not using anyone else's content. This is my own original content.
It doesn't matter. It's the name. It's the name. It's the name. You cannot use it. So like again, like basically my name, right? Okay. If you see my name, right? My name is Shinko Fleur. The reason I called myself Shinko Fleur because I'm a One Piece fan and my favorite character is Robin. So I wanted to name myself after like one of her attacks. So if you notice, she has like, you know, deux fleurs, tres fleurs, cuatro fleurs, you know, cien fleurs, whatever, mille fleurs, whatever. I couldn't use those because technically that's, you know, Ichiro Oda has a, you know, that's something that belongs to Nico Robin. So I picked the number that she doesn't have, which is Cinco. But there's no Cinco Fleur. There's no Cinco Fleur, right? So I went ahead and I found a sound clip where she uses a word in Japanese. I don't know what the word is, but she says Shinko. And then I cut out, you know, and I put the Fleur part. So that's what separates it. Okay? That's a separator right there. And then all I did was just have little flowers and pink shit that's closely resembles to Robin's like Hana no Mi attacks, but it's not referencing them directly. I know, Razio, I know. But I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to give him my perspective on this. That's why you guys, like, I love One Piece. That's why when you hear the little tag, like, Shinko Fleur, that's something that I put together. That wasn't like I ripped it from One Piece or anything like that. I put that together. And that's why you notice that, like, I have, like, glaze and a lot of pink and flowery shit. But I don't, like, I think I only started putting, like, Robin in my intros when I first started streaming. And I got a copyright claim for that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, you gotta have a unique identifier. You cannot infringe on somebody else's. It doesn't matter if you're doing something completely different. You cannot do that. You cannot do that, bro.
Trademark? No. I'm not doing a show called Level 1 Podcast. I'm doing a show called The Level 1 Podcast, which is a different name. It has nothing to do with the other show. Even in subject matter, it's not the other show. The distribution
it doesn't matter.
Everything is different.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The fact is that name. Let's say if you still had your pre-stream podcast and you go, okay, let's have the Level 1 segment. You know, like if you said like, okay, here in the pre-stream podcast, we're going to do the Level 1 segment. That's fine. But the Level 1 podcast has already been taken. I might mind the gap. I am. But that's what I'm saying. So like here, so mind the gap. So explain it to me. So right now, if this guy, so let's say if this person decides to sue Phil for using the Level 1 podcast, they wouldn't have a case. That's the point I'm taking. So let me take all the retard shit out that I just said out the back. Like, let's put that back in the bin. I'll take that back. So if they use the Level 1 podcast and they would sue him, would they have a case? Yes or no? So, okay. So Snood says, not if they didn't register a trademark or copyright. So let's say if they did, would they not have a case? Okay, but see, this is mind the gap. Okay, so mind the gap. I gotta tell you something about American law here. Okay, there's a big misconception about American law here. Okay, here in America, people don't follow the law. Okay, like they don't follow the law here. They interpret the law. Okay, so my thing is, Blue Monkey Jedi, thank you for the $1 super chat, hon.
It got all over my fucking leg.
If they go ahead and they take this to court, it's an exactly that's what I'm trying to say. It's the name, like mind the gap. Like that's what I'm telling you. Like I've seen stuff like this go down. Like it doesn't have to be like they have to have different. They could do anything. It could be a completely different thing, as long as they can just go ahead and prove that he's infringing on our copyright, and people are going to him thinking that it's us. They will go ahead and have a case. It's been, like I've said it earlier before, it's been done before. The Chase Bank had sued a small town because they had a logo that was similar in shape. It didn't even look the same. It was similar in shape. They went ahead and sued them. I might get the terminology mixed up, but that's one thing a lot of people don't understand. In America, the law is not followed. It is interpreted. Because if the law was followed, this motherfucker would be in jail already. Oh, yeah. That's why you're right, Casper. Disney does that shit all the time. Wasn't Disney the one that told that kid's family that they couldn't even have Spider-Man on his fucking tombstone? Again, mind the gap. I'm telling you right now, as a New Yorker and as a person who's worked with law firms, I'm telling you, bro, you don't have to follow the law here. You just have to interpret it. If you can interpret it in a convincing fashion, you good. You good. It's expired. Oh, okay. Okay, Stephen Hawking, thank you for that information. But like I said, if they go ahead and prove, like I said, if they take a lawyer and they take this person, they take Phil to court and say, hey, he's using the Level 1 podcast. It's infringing on our copyright. We don't want to associate with this person. This person's going to go ahead and ruin our brand. They have a case. Waller69, thank you for the $5 super chat, on. Indie devs sometimes have to change the game names because of a single word that shares a popular IP. They can easily sue him. Exactly. Like I said, if they go ahead and, like I'm telling you, man, I've seen it before, bro. Like I'll take it. I'm gonna concede the argument. I'm gonna concede the argument and say that I'm wrong. Okay, I'm gonna concede the argument and say that I'm wrong. Okay, but I've seen it before. But let's continue. I don't want to digress.
Okay.
Exactly, Razio.
So,
check this.
All that being said, don't believe
send it to me,
bullshit.
Steven.
Just don't. Okay? Don't believe any bullshit the idiots say on the internet, any kind of frivolity nonsense. Just ignore it. Okay? This is just them.
Like I said,
again,
mind the gap.
By the
mind
way,
the gap. I'm telling you right now. Like I'm telling you, if it's a person like Phil who cannot bring up that, like I said, that's why I tell Phil all the fucking time. Phil, if I go through and I get doxxed, I'm suing your ass. Why? Because you have to have your shit together when you present the case or when you're defending yourself here in American law. So I didn't see it here. So my thing is, they don't have to actually have a case. But if they go ahead and they have a lawyer that can go up to that judge or go to jury, whatever, and convince them that, yes, Phil is fucking up. Phil is toast. Phil is fucking toast.
The first time that they faked legal actions. Years ago, someone sent me a cease and desist order of some bullshit. Like, I guess, I don't even remember who it was or what it was. I guess at one point during a show, this is like 5-6 years ago, it was that long ago. At one point on the internet, I guess someone was upset about something that I said.
You should be able to post links. I don't know why you can't.
An actual lawyer to send me a cease and desist order that was actually fake. It wasn't legally binding at all. It was a fake cease and desist order.
How would a lawyer... Oh, okay, I'm gonna let him finish.
They paid a lawyer to do it, and it was a complete waste of time and money. Like, these people are that stupid. You know, they just don't understand anything. They just fucking...
Nah, it shouldn't have to be a mod to post a link. I had people posted links before. Hold on. Man, that sucks balls.
So anyway.
Hold on.
The dumbest thing about this is that...
Go ahead, post it.
They are just so up their own ass that they will, again, as you know, when it comes to my detractors and my haters, they have this weird circle jerking community where they literally will talk to each other and make them factually believe things that aren't real. They'll actually talk to each other and make themselves believe that the Level 1 podcast, which has never existed on the internet, is the same as Level 1 podcast. That's a different show that has nothing to do with the show and isn't even the same name. They'll actually say that. They're that dumb.
Okay.
And then they'll make themselves believe that this would...
Again, if this could happen with a multi-million-dollar fucking company, Phil, it can happen to you. It can happen to you, bro. That's what I'm pointing. Like, if they decide, that's the point that I'm trying to make here. Okay? If they decide to sue you and they have someone that can make a case, you are fucking toast. This search has expired. Okay, I got the show me what I'm supposed to be looking for, Steven, because it's not loading up for me. The link is there, but it's not loading in my browser.
Actually be something that they can do. Oh, let's do it. Let's involve lawyers and let's do this. Waste your time.
Okay.
Be my guest.
Okay.
The lawyer will take your money. Thanks.
No, the lawyer won't take, like, for example, the lawyer wouldn't, let's say if I wanted to sue you, right? Let's say if I wanted to sue you for this shit, right? Again, the trademark itself, I could say, I've had this for years. I haven't used it, but I have it for years. It's mine. When somebody comes and see Level 1, they think of my tabletop bullshit, okay? They think of my, role-playing games. Now, this guy comes along, and he's calling himself the Level 1 podcast, and he's going to go ahead and fucking talk shit and be toxic. I don't want my brand associated with that. That's all they need. That's all they need. That's it. Yeah, let me see. Basic March for a search. Hey, I'm looking right here. Hold on.
And it's, oh, oops. We don't have any case. Oh, darn, right? Excuse me. So, ladies and gentlemen, ignore the nonsense on the internet, okay? Just ignore it. It's a complete bullshit. At the very worst, the only thing that could happen is someone could legally try to serve me papers and say, hey, we're legally serving you papers requesting that you change the name of your show. In which case, I would just say, I don't know if I'm going to or not, because I know I don't have to. But is it really worth it? I don't know. We'll have to think about it. But, right now, it's just bullshit. It's just them talking shit on the internet like always. But it's funny because a few people have contacted me, and now there's a troll in the chat talking about it. I'm like, you guys give so much...
It's not, but this is the thing, DSP. Like, you cannot, again, this is something that you need to take seriously as a business. Because, again, like Stephen Hawking just showed, your fucking DSP Gaming is dead, right? Let's say if DSP Gaming was dead. And then let's just say Amazon does, Amazon delivery service partners, they're trying their own Twitch channel. And they call it DSP Gaming. You would be fucked. You would be fucked. They would sue you. Because it's not one person that's, even though that it's just you doing your own shit, you're still infringing on somebody else's IP.
Credence to the nonsense, then they roll with more nonsense. Okay? It's like when people come in here, oh, it's a clone account. Someone is making fun of me. Of a stream chatter by making clone accounts, and you say, oh, there's 10 clone accounts in the chat, Phil, there's 10 clone accounts. Just ignore them. I'll take care of them when I see them. When you
What's up, Cobain?
Publicly, you just give them more attention. Now, obviously, yes, I'm talking about it now. Why? Because it's come to a head. There's idiots who are contacting me about it.
Yes, see, and the thing is, I feel like he's talking about it because there's something about, like I said, he's fucked. If DSP ever got into some legal trouble, he would be fucked. And again, even if he didn't have a case, simply by the fact that the motherfucker doesn't know how to act, he would be fucked.
Chat talking about it. You just gotta listen. It's all nonsense. Don't feed the trolls. Don't listen to it. It's bullshit. It's frivolous crap. You don't pay any attention to it whatsoever. You say, I'm ignoring it. right? Until if they try to make something of it, then you handle it very rationally and logically. Right now, not it's all bullshit. It's just idiots talking to themselves and again circle jerking each other into believing something that's not true because they don't understand shit about shit. They're just dumb. Okay.
Okay. Say no more. Say no more.
All right.
Say no more. When if these guys see this and they say, you know what, let's take him to court. Let's take him to court. He'd be fucked.
So 672 very logically, he's like, why did WWF have to change their name to WWE? Because they literally were using exactly the same abbreviation. It was
the same abbreviation, but they did two completely different things. When you broke up the abbreviations, they meant two completely different fucking things. World Wildlife Fund, World Wrestling Entertainment. One's a nonprofit, the other's a entertainment industry. The other one deals with animals, the other one deals with sweaty men. Two different things. Two different things, but they still had to go through it with it. Stupid.
WWF.
Which meant two different things.
WWF. You see? World Wildlife Federation had a long-standing example of using WWF for their organization, while the actual wrestling organization WWF also was using that. They basically had kind of been using it around the same length of time, if not even the World Wildlife Federation using it longer, and they had the trademark, so they won the case. You see what I'm saying? If there's a situation...
What is he talking about?
Things that are exactly the same word for word, and there's precedence of using it for an extended period of time.
Yes. So the thing is exactly. So the level one podcast that deals with D&D has been doing this shit for a long time before you started doing it.
Then they would basically win that. But in this case, like I said, number one, it's not even the same name. It's different from level one.
No, it's the same fucking shit. It's the same shit. Level one podcast. The only thing is you added a the. A the is not a unique separator. It's not a unique identifier. Nobody goes, oh, do you want to see level one podcast now? The one that no. The level one nobody does that, bro.
Podcast. I'm not using that name. I'm using the level one podcast. Number two, the subject matter is completely different.
Okay, just like in WWE, the way that those two places operated were completely fucking different. One was a non-profit for animals. The other one was sports entertainment. Two separate fucking things.
Three, that show's been defunct for years. There's no leg to stand on.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Do you understand? It does not matter. If they own it, they own it.
Okay? So just ignore their nonsense. Is it World Wildlife Foundation? I don't even know. Is it World Wildlife Fund? Whatever. Whatever it is, okay?
Exactly,
really?
Cobain. It's not going to
I'm
work.
actually being told, even further to that case, WWF actually had been calling themselves WWF before that. And then one day they just decided to start using WWF, even though World Wildlife Fund had been using WWF all along. And that's where I guess the big argument came into play. All right. Anyway, like I see, it's neither here nor there. It has nothing. It's not the same. Again, this is, listen, there's really nothing going on Phil streams that's dramatic or negative. So let's try to fabricate a situation, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
so he just fucking contradicted his own statement with the WWE thing. Because again, those were two separate entities overall. So let's say yours. They play tabletop games. You talk about video games. You guys still talk about games. That's more similar than WWF, World Wildlife Fund, and WWF, World Wrestling Federation, because they deal with a nonprofit. The other one is a for-profit. The nonprofit deals with animals. The for-profit deals with entertainment.
Completely stupid. Like
mind the gap. I understand what you're trying to get, but the thing is, you're not understanding how in law, in American law, even if there's a certain statutes that you have to follow, if you can present a case in a certain way, dude, you can go ahead and you can do whatever you want. Remember, mind the gap. Remember all of these cases. A lot of cases. Let's take this trademark infringement shit out the way. Think about how many cases that have been televised they're supposed to go one way, without a shadow of a doubt. But the outcome of the case comes out completely in the opposite direction. Okay? There's a lot of fucking times like that. I'm telling you, if you could present your case anywhere, doesn't matter what type of case it is, doesn't matter. If you can present your case better than the other person, you're going to win. That's the problem here. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem that DSP is not understanding. Like, that's the thing that DSP is not getting. He can say all this shit that he wants. If these guys were able to take their lawyer and prove their case better than DSP, it's over for this dude. Let's continue.
It sucks that I even have to talk about it. It really does. It sucks that I even have to mention it for a second.
Because you know it's going to fuck your shit up.
I might as well and get it out of the way and clear the air so everyone knows it's bullshit. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's just them, once again, blowing smoke up their own asses. Just ignore it, okay? Okay, thanks. Okay. All right. The other thing I want to talk about is the whole PC discussion that we've been talking about recently, okay? The whole last week, every day here on the Level 1 podcast, every day we talk about
shit. Oh. What? Whoa. Rover, Cleveland, what a president. DSP Gaming, I wouldn't listen to your own legal advice. You are still paying tax fines from your own tax of wow. Oh, damn.
Different PC component. We talked about one day the processor.
God damn, that gotta hurt.
The RAM, the GPU, the hard drive.
Exactly, Raziel. Exactly.
We went through the whole rigmarole. And by the end of the week, we had basically figured out exactly the kind of setup that I was looking for in order to get a rig that would be, you know, upgrading my stuff, giving me the ability to do full 1080p 60 frames per second for my video of the games themselves. Also giving me the ability to upgrade my webcam and do full like 1080p 60 frames for the camera as well. So basically, the ability to upgrade everything. And let's be honest, to some extent, future-proof. So that rather than me just getting the bare minimum of what I need for today, making it so that definitely this PC would last many years, okay? So there you go.
I just hope that should burn.
So we finished the discussion, right? And then that was it, and now here we are. It's, you know, Saturday.
Slightly amused black kid from the suburbs. Thank you for the $5 super chat, hun. Get a cease and desist. Choose to ignore it. Great idea. Exactly.
Of the next week. And of course, some people have reached out to me and said, well, what's going on? Right? Are you in a situation where everything's moving forward? Will you be getting a new PC soon? What's the deal? Without giving any too much, you know, detailed information, I mean, yeah, I'm in a situation where there's someone who wants to help me with this PC, and what I need to do now is I need to sit down and I need to take the time to go to these websites that we discussed. For example, you guys give me a list of sites here. Hold on. You guys literally...
Yes, Hago the Horrible. He caught a CND for using Level 1
Amazon,
podcast.
CyberPower PC, Newegg, iBuyPower, MSI, Meta PC, and... I have no idea what that last one says. Something Center? M something Center?
Micro Center.
Is it Micro Center? It's Micro Center. Wow, my chicken scratch. I couldn't even read it.
Sorry about
Micro
that.
Center. Okay. So,
Micro Center is the shit.
Things, what I need to do is see, number one, can I order a PC from these places and will they build it with the components I want based on our discussion last week?
What's up, Perk? How we doing,
number
baby?
One. Number two, if they're willing to do that, okay, then will they ship it to me? Because I live in a state where basically I did a little bit more research on this. So I guess what it is in the state of Washington and many other states in the United States, what's happening is they have a situation where because this is considered a green state,
Julio, I gotta look that up.
It means that there's special laws and regulations in place to prevent excess power usage of in certain cases.
That's what I thought too, Silent Weapons. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know what, unless he's ordering online from Micro Center.
When you buy a PC or build a PC, they regulate it so that when your computer is idle, it's not supposed to draw more than a certain amount of power. I know that sounds weird. It's like they think that everyone in the state is a PC gaming or streaming enthusiast, It's
Doesn't
going to have
matter.
a high-end PC sitting at their home, drawing so much power.
It doesn't matter. People just need to know what type of PCs they're gonna buy. It's just to limit, like, politics aside. It's just to limit electricity usage. That's it.
Off the grid, that somehow this is going to make a significant impact. I mean, let's totally factor out global warming and the fact that since temperatures are increasing so much exponentially every year, that everyone in Washington state will likely be getting air conditioning in their homes, and like that's going to completely tax the power grid. But instead, let's worry about idle usage on PCs.
Yes. Yes, you fucking dumbass. Do you know how much power PCs pull even when they're fucking idle? That's why even this computer, as soon as I turn off this computer, I shut it down. After I shut it down, I turn off the surge protector here because I don't want to have a fucking brownout in my house. Like, what the fuck? Like, again, like, the law itself is stupid, but, like, Phil going, yeah, like, idle PC. Yes. Even though your PC is idle, it's still drawing power, dummy.
Whatever. I'm not even going to tackle it. I mean, who the fuck could even figure out what they were thinking that they were wasting their time making laws about this shit? Right?
Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it.
So anyway, I don't know exactly how it works, but basically someone had said that they had gone to one of these sites. I think it was CyberPower PC, and they were hypothetically trying to put together a PC based on your recommendations last week. And all of a sudden, all these warnings popped up and said, "Warning: this exceeds the idle power limitations in your state. You cannot order this PC." And you couldn't even order it. It wouldn't let you. They would recommend like other things to swap out that I guess would lower the idle power usage of your PC. Problem being then you're weakening the rig. And the point is we picked these components because we felt these would be what I need to do what I want to do for my business.
Dude, you don't need anything. Law that
tells me I can't buy a PC good enough to run my business.
Yes, because you don't. Fucking dick, yo. This is why I'm not doing the. This is why I'm not doing the Q&A, because this is just fucking getting annoying, man. It's just fucking annoying. It's not even. It's to the point where it's not even getting fun anymore. It's fucking dick, man.
He got the dick all in his mouth. Look. Shaboing boing.
How does that make any fucking sense? I don't know.
Well, that's it.
I haven't looked into it.
That's it. You should have known that before. See, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's why. If you would have known that shit beforehand, if you would have known what the fuck you're actually doing instead of just talking to people trying to get the most expensive shit, you would have known this already. Okay? This is the detriment of being a fucking shut-in your entire fucking life and not even recognizing what's going on in your own fucking community. You sitting there buying a fucking PC. Buying fucking a PC and you don't even know if you're able to even get the components to your house. If the state allows you to order those components. Like, dude, just stop, man.
This is just what I was told, all right? I need time to sit down and do this. I don't have time right now. Right now, as you guys know, I'm streaming pretty much all day long.
Yes, you don't do anything, though. This is, like I said, this is right now. This is like an hour. We just spent an hour going over your schedule. We spent an hour going over some dumbass recap. We spent like an hour fucking, like not, I'm just saying, in an hour, we did all these things. We're talking about PC parts. This is the time that you could be using to enter, like, to get your business off the ground. Like, what the fuck? We know you don't do shit on your day off because we catch you fucking tweeting. The time you spend tweeting, you could be doing shit. The time you spend here begging, you could be doing shit. You're really streaming, bro. So what is it that you do pertaining to your business? What do you do? And you get caught in Champions. Thank you, Catspa. I didn't even remember that. And you get caught on WWE Champions. You don't do anything. You don't. You don't even go out to buy new clothes because we see you with the same fucking t-shirts every day.
Then in between, I'm doing things like making dinner, showering, working out, doing things. And by the time that I have time to sit down, it's so late at night, right? It's like, wow, I finished my late stream. Here it is now, like 10:30, 11 p.m. And I get to spend an hour with my wife before we start to get ready for bed, you know? So what I need to do is actively sit down and have time to do this, and I just haven't had time yet in the last week, I would like to have time, as soon as possible. I'm hoping in the next maybe few days, the rest of this week, the streaming week, maybe one of these days between the streams, I'll have like an extra hour where I can have a moment to sit down and maybe go to some of these businesses, and check these out, So I guess we'll see, but the thing is, I absolutely need to get a pre-build. I can't build this thing myself. I don't know anything about building it myself. I haven't done so in 20 years. I have a feeling that if I built it myself by buying the components separately, which obviously would bypass the issue, I wouldn't have the know-how to fix a problem if it arose. If there's any troubleshooting that needs to happen, I don't have that knowledge that I would need in order to actually, perform troubleshooting or fixing any issue with any of the hardware or software. I need to have this thing set up for me ahead of time so I can just plug it in and use it and not have that be a problem. All right. So I guess we're going to see. I'm going to try this out. Now, when will I do it? I don't know. I can't even make you a promise. I was thinking maybe tomorrow. I was thinking maybe in a couple days. It depends on the day. Depends on all the things I need to do. Some days I have to cook dinner. Some days I'm not. Some days I have to do this. Some days I have to do that. So it all depends. So I'll let you know if and when there's an update. At this point, essentially, it's a wait-and-see attitude because it's not like it's basically hinging on me having time to look at this and figure out if I were to order the PC, where would I want to order it from? Because they're going to allow me to have the components that I want in it and not have this weird regulation. And if the regulation is in effect for what we picked for the build, what would be the substitution that I need to make in order to get it in line with whatever this regulation is? Again, I don't even understand the regulation, so. I know some people were under the impression that we were just going to go through this last week and immediately I was going to order a PC. It was going to show up and I was going to have a whole new rig and everything was going to be different and exciting. And that's definitely not the case at this point, Let's see. And by the way, again, I don't know what it's going to price out to. You guys have no concept. I knew this would happen. I've had like 24 people contact me and send me emails and all this. Oh, I researched and I found out that the PC you want would be $2,200. No, I did research and I found out it would be $1,800. No, I did research, it'd be $2,350. And it's like, all right, I'm just gonna do it myself. I appreciate that people reached out to do that, but I'll just do it myself and I'll figure out what it is and go from there. And by the way, this is the PC itself. This is not including the new camera or anything like that. This would just be PC ordered, and here, what would the cost be? Then I would figure out the camera separate from that. From what we saw,
again,
there's so many options you could get.
This is leaning towards he actually still has the PC. He still has he has the PC.
Camera, camcorder.
I think he still has the PC. I'm still
insanely expensive. All this is
because what's giving it away for me? The fact that he has to mention that people have been hitting him up. So I know people have been hitting him up, and again, DSP does not like interacting with people because then he will have to be beholden to that person. So if he goes ahead and says, hey, I got the PC, you should buy this one, he goes, hey, okay, I'll buy it. I mean, he's really not beholden, but he'll feel beholden to let that person know that he bought the PC. He's going to have to be in communication with that person. So that's why DSP decides to do this shit himself, and he's just buying this shit himself. That's about it.
Stuff to think about, but for me, the PC is the more important thing. What's about to break? The PC. You know what I mean? Like the PC is the thing that's corrupting videos and having issues. My camera works. It's not great, but at least the camera works, right? This camera isn't the pressing issue. The PC itself is. So that's what I'm focused on right now. Okay? Okay.
Are we done?
All right, let me go put this back.
He's gonna put what back? What did he put back? What was he putting? What did he take? What did he take?
Ugh. Okay. Well, like I said, I didn't
Let's
have
see,
a ton
guy
of
with two
topics to
names.
talk
Let's
about
see.
today.
Let's see.
So let's do some
see.
quick shout outs, and then we can actually open up the Q&A and do a little bit of that. Sound good?
Okay, so we're gonna have to close it here. Okay, done. Done. I'm not doing this no more. All right, guys. So right now I'm gonna call it quits. Today is who's on tonight? Who's on tonight? Let's see. Let me see. Who's on? Outside of DDM, anybody knows who else is who's on tonight? If POP's on. If it's just I don't know. The DSP Gaming. What's up, the DSP Gaming? Hi. It's totally different from DSP Gaming, right? It's not the same. It's not the Prophet, you not on tonight? Damn. Yeah, I'm tapping out, bro. I think you can escape. All right, so if it's DDM, fuck it. We could do DDM. You know that DDM and Raw, they're the default. They go like that's it. That's the guys you want to go to. I don't think they got anything up yet. Those are the guys. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I know, Prophet. I know, man. I'm sorry. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's go ahead and let's have some fun. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Love you. Yeah, I'm quitting while I'm ahead because it's the Q&A shit's gonna be boring and I can't stand the whole. The thing is about the Q&As is when he starts doing that fucking, when he's just staring at the screen. I can't do that. Like, I can't do that. I can't deal with that. Like you see how he's looking at the screen right now? And you see how he just stays there? I can't. That's not content. That's nothing for me to react to. I can't deal with that shit. So I'm going to tap out there. All right? So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Sorry for starting late today. I'm really going to try to get into habit starting at 7, okay? So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Catch you later, okay? Bye-bye.